Yo, a lot of the boys be listening to Natalie Nunn bossing them around, and it's crazy. Now, recently, Say's got into a boxing match with Corey, but before we get into that, I just have to tell you how these boys are like legit following Natalie Nunn's orders in such a way that it's just corny. So we all know that Bad Boys was one of the most unsuccessful shows on Zeus until recently. That's why they got the green light with Bad Boys Colombia. But before it was really got bad, so the pressure was on Natalie Nunn, because that's why when before the auditions for Bad Boys DR, she was like, yeah, y'all need to do your big one. Like, it was obvious that it was not a successful show beforehand. Anyway, let me cook and explain how it went all down. The Bad Boys decided to go in the yard. They all walk into the car and...
What was that?
You have this Grand Theft Auto $2 whore looking character wearing a little skirt and a grandma shirt.
How dare you?
Anyway, they end up going to the yacht celebrating the day. Now, while they're going off the yacht behind the cameras, Sace and Corey end up saying that they weren't going to fight.
Is that up for debate?
Because you guys know previously they had a fight. Corey snuck Sace, etc. So they were going to fade. It was over. Well, apparently, Natalie told Corey to fade Sace. So he ended up going to Sace, telling him, oh yeah, I want to fade now. And then when they got off the boat, boop,
finish him.
Sace ended up sneaking Corey foot to face in the boxing match and knocked him out cold.
Get you some rest.
And this picture, I don't know, it kind of looked wrong, don't you think? Don't zoom in, editor. Please don't zoom in because they're going to make it too obvious.
Copy that.
And Natalie goes off yelling at Mo saying, say something, say that wasn't right, like ordering them around. I'm like, wow, she really like directing the show. Like, yeah, you need to say this, you need to say that. I thought that was so interesting. But guess who did it? Island Boy, Lynx, they're acting like, why would you do that? Lynx is like, yeah, she's wearing a skirt. Why would you hit a man wearing a skirt? Why would you be in Bad Boys wearing a skirt when you know there's fights? Like, come on now, what the frick? And Andre was like, didn't you guys say you weren't gonna fade? And then he's explaining how he said that they were going to fade, because obviously we didn't see that on the camera. This was more behind the scenes shit. So yeah, this took off and went crazy on social media. The Sace had to be in the comments. Corey says, we hate Sace button. And then Sace was in the comments. He ended up mentioning what Adonis said. He goes, if y'all pay attention, Adonis says, didn't y'all agree to squash it? Because Corey apologized on the yacht off cam. Then boom, he wanna fight again because he says Natalie when he get off the yacht. So he told me he wanna run it again. The thing is though, you're not gonna keep using me for camera time or a storyline, bitch. GTS. All I said was don't touch my neck like that 100, which makes sense. Corey does anything for clout. We know this. So for him to follow orders from Natalie, that sounds believable. And seeing how Natalie was ordering the other guys around, that makes sense. A lot of these people want fame and would do anything for it because they're broke as y'all. They're not really independent like that. Corey then says, y'all lame, how you still have room to talk after your performance at the reunion, lol. Your lip ain't swollen and face melted off, babes. What the F? Y'all red as F and not organic.
Excuse me?
He responded, my performance at the reunion? I almost lost my life a few days before I was still pulled up and got in the paint. Honestly, my performance may not be 100%, but I wasn't supposed to be getting active in all reality. It took a lot for me to even pop out after some shit like that. And if we gonna talk about it, you started all this because you was tickling my neck.
That's weird.
And I told you to stop. It's getting weird. Or he's like, let me out, babes. You were scared to come out of your trailer, Johnny Two-Face. You're a lie. I actually crashed out because they wouldn't let me out. And I knew Jada was out there with the ops. You were nothing as nobody for real. You're overly mad and overly hateful. And that's why I knocked you the F out. Also, I never snuck him on the bus. You can't sneak someone from the front.
Well, yes.
Bro, he wasn't prepared. That's a sneak. Someone says, you did. You told him you're not gonna touch him, so regardless if you was in front of him or not, that's a sneak.
I literally been saying that this whole time.
You said you're not gonna fight him and then punch him because he asked you not to touch his neck. Then say it wasn't like that. Regardless of what it was like, if he say stop, just stop, period. It's giving you mad because you like him and he don't like you, so you snuck him, corny as F. Corey said, nah, I don't give an F. No, ain't gonna pop it in my face, period. Before y'all state your opinion, you should know I don't give an F. I would do it again. Leave me the F alone, like I said. Pressure went in the comments. She says, hey, yeah, they're dropping like flies over there. He snuck me instead of being a real Corey, you did that to him. And just doing a head up. Scary as F. Just like how he was scary at the reunion, lol. Can't wait for y'all to see that though. Mind you, he called me out before I kicked him in his itch. I'm not running no fade with you while you're wearing your little sister's clothes. Go sleep and pull your skirt up, you hoe.
Good night, bitch!
I was he wanted to run it again. That's why I kicked him in his shit. Cause let it go. You shouldn't be touching my neck and shouldn't have crashed out just cause I said stop 100. Woo! That shit was off the chain though. What did y'all guys think about that boxing match that they had? Cease, we all know Cease sneaks like with John, but in Corey instance, he kind of deserved it. Karma hit him in the face, literally.
You go to sleep.
Now, in the previous episode, Fania and BigLex got into a huge fight. It was crazy after Fania admitted to using lace. Is it lace? Lace. Mace. It's mace. Is it mace or lace? Oh my god. Anyway, after it was aired, Fania was in the comments and she was like, fight was weak as hell. Next. Not really. She really got you pretty good. And it was satisfactory knowing that you did some sneaky shit like use mace. And then high blood pressure was in the comments. She says, mace helped you get the advantage, babes. Be for real skin tag. Why did you say that?
You know how I feel. Why would you say that?
When the episode was released, BigLex ended up going live, revisiting the issue with Fania. Lex claimed that she confronted Fania privately before filming, and Fania denied it until the cameras were around, which caused her to lose trust and just made her more pissed, and that's why she ended up attacking Fania. Lex also looked up on Google whether mace or pepper spray could contribute to a hot blood vessel, and according to her research, it can. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, that fight was really satisfying because it was so snaky and sneaky for them to do that when they got into a fight with BigLex, and she really got everyone to believe that they didn't use mace and made BigLex look like a liar. Now, you may not be a fan of her, and I don't agree with everything BigLex does, but that shit was satisfying. She got what she deserved.
It's what she deserves.
Anyways, someone decided to go on the internet and drag the hell out of Diamond the Body and Broken Dolly because she watched like last week's episode and decided to react on it on Kick or Twitch or whatever she's live on. So she starts going off for Diamond throwing the bottle at her face.
Diamond, you're such a sucker. You're such a bitch. You're not with me either. I'm sorry. My name is Summer Nunn. Other bitch. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Bitch, you a mad asshole because you never had to do that. You was the same bitch who's walking up to me, giving me hugs.
Are you homosexual?
Y'all see a slide on my page with me and Diamond like, you're weird. You're weird as all because you need some camera time. That goes back to what I was saying. These bitches will do any thing for some camera time. And Dolly, you suck too.
Yes, ladies, I'm a lesbian.
Because guess what? Guess what? Your nigga everybody, even boy butt.
I mean, that's nasty.
So you suck too, bitch. You suck a lot of them, and you actually suck ass. Cause that's what your nigga be going in, bitch. You suck, bitch. What? Like, talking about I suck your friends. Yeah, I did. And she did me too.
You're a whore. You're a whore, just admit it.
So she's still going on with that allegation that BigLex ate her cootie cat as well. Then she ends up bringing Tasiki and Siroc's fight, and look, we ain't gonna get into that shit again, but Summer brought it up. Now everyone debating who won again, Siroc or Tasiki. But this is what Summer thinks about it.
That bitch Siroc beat up Mariah and her friend.
Do you wanna fight? Do you wanna fight? Okay then.
I ain't gonna lie. That bitch Siroc got the beating Mariah ass and turned around and got the swinging on Tasiki.